And the stream has started. Hello, everyone. We're just gonna be doing stuff today. Big ol' sprout thing is causing a ruckus, but I think we just need some time to actually work on, the whole surviving thing, getting little stuff done, adventuring. As much as this needs to be handled, everything else also puts us in a position to handle it. So, yeah, let's just see what we can do. My armor is crapped. It is kicked in the bucket. It is withered. So I'm going to remove this until Captain Dread can repair it. I did that wrong. There we go. Okay. It's a great fortune to have just the Spellstone of the Golem. Armor without armor. It's great. But we don't have too much food. Focus, little camera, focus. There we go. We are in dire need of some proper processed food. I think we do have a bone mealer here. How many of those we got? Not many, but we do have a second, or we do have a fertility thing, so. Right. Okay. Should probably get to making something that we can actually farm with, because I think one of the things that we need to do is farming food. We are lacking. Got a couple of things in here. I see Merlin down there. Oh, he is. Oh, he's farming too. That's good. Yeah. Okay, Diamond Hoe probably shouldn't have wasted all that valuable material on it, but I wanted to. I wanted to. I felt like it. Felt like going all out for it. Oh, I don't call it columns. Columns. Let's see what we can get through enchanting. Just solid and breaking 3. That is fine. All right. I think we're gonna need some. We're gonna need some buckets. Water. Buckets and water. And candidates for what we can plant. Spring seems to be the season, so might as well get started there. Autumn. Right. A bunch of other things are coming in the next season, so these we'll have to do. Oh, it's already nighttime. Oh, that's fun. Let's go check on these little buddies, eh? Little friends. Hello, animal friends. How are you doing? Oh, phantoms. Alright. Oh. New friend made. Cool. Oh, I feel a lot more precise compared to what I usually am. Oh, hey, Merlin.
Good morning.
Good evening. How do you do? Alright, I think that's the best of them. Starting a little animal pen? Little den? Looks like it's coming along nicely. They seem to like my being here a little bit. They have made more of themselves, however that works.
I see.
Egg! I think I should probably work on the plant aspects of things, because I don't think I can eat meat unless it's very situational. So I'm gonna do that. But good to know that these guys are a thing now. We have meat friends. Cool. I probably should have gotten a shovel before I did that. Right. Okay. Weird looking chest. Fuck. Whoops. There we go. Columns are diligently at work, but I don't think they really have an understanding of what they're doing. Are they even cooking anything? No, they are just powering it. Good on them, but you know, could have been at any other time. Efficiency 3. That is what I need. Okay. That. Whoop. Oh. There we go. Where to put a proper farm, though? We have the slime trees over here, and we have animals right there. So maybe somewhere in this general space. Ooh, boy, I am carving through the land. Okay. I should probably mark out a perimeter of what I plan to do, but I'm not that smart, so I'm not going to do that. Oh, wait, I just did. Okay, never mind. Fucking. Alright. Did I just fucking find pork in the ground? What? Whose body did I just dig up? What? Okay. Didn't know I didn't know Olden had settled on a burial ground. There were something fresh enough to eat. Ew. Ew. Ugh. Ugh. Have to ask Mort about that later. Fucking more drops from the dirt. That is probably one of these things over here. Probably. Okay. It's always fun to have nighttime guests. Come on, you ghoul! Fucking. There we go. Go down. There we go. I think I need to cover. Yeah, this will do. Tree needs to go. Bada bing, bada boom. we're just a chill day humming. Beyond the Phantoms, I mean. Phantoms suck.
Nothing really has been happening lately.
Have you been able to find anything over the course of the week?
I have found many a thing.
Like what? Well,
I have found a rock thing that's on fire.
a rock thing that's on fire. You mean, one of those things that the ghast tend to belch up? Or...
no, this one's, it's like a spell stone.
Oh!
Kind of like the golem core you wear.
Yeah, okay. Cool. You got a little elemental spirit buddy too. Neat.
And also
Nice. Totem? Oh, berries.
some berries.
Couldn't tell in the dark what they were. Cool. Is anything you make the berries?
And a
in?
totem.
Oh, neat.
A very rare totem.
Do you know what it does?
Nope.
Ah. More friggin' phantoms. Fantastic. I should say phantomtastic, but that would be dumb. That would be dumb, so I'm not going to say that. Okay, terribly annoying. Not hard to handle, just very dumb that we have to deal with it at all. There we go. Plenty of dirt gone and dusted. A nice swath of land for us to plant stuff. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so. Right then, this'll do. Ugh. Okay, the ground does not like me there. Noted. What was that? Probably nothing. Probably a very big nothing, but nothing nonetheless. Merlin, what type of gooby stuff do you want planted? Because we've got carrots and we've got potatoes, and those are just about the spring things that we have available to us. Hello, Glitch. Welcome to our little thing. Merlin?
Well, I don't know.
What can we do with carrots and potatoes and... Oh. Well, if we're willing to spend some of the cows, we can make stuffed potatoes. Not sure how kind that is. But with all the piglins that we're having to chop down, we could just make a consistent source of golden carrots. I think that might be better off for us. Make you a story about milk, cheese, and apples. That really depends. I'm sure someone out there has tried to combine milk, cheese, and apples. I know you can combine milk and apples. That's alright. And I know you can combine milk and cheese. That's pretty tasty. But the weird one there is the apples and the cheese. The apples and cheese just don't get along. They don't get along very well. They have petty arguments with one another. Not really all that good, you know? Of course, they're both friends with milk. That much is certain. But they can never click with one another. And it's stressful for milk. Would love to be with both of them at the same time, but well, when you have to pick one or the other, it's a little heartbreaking for milk, because cheese and apples don't go together. What the was that? Wait, hold on. Wait, Merlin, the totem that you were talking about, did you hand that to me?
Yeah.
You got a ability totem of flight? From fucking where?
Found it.
Alright. Am I? No, I'm not able to put this on. Okay, well, I'm gonna eat these experience berries and see if I... No, they're not. They're not giving me enough XP to really make it. Fiddlesticks. Alright. Thank you, Glitch. I am happy I could have made a nice proper story about milk, cheese, and apples. Golly gosh darn it. Okay. Going to... I still have to make the farm. I need buckets. Buckets for water. Water for irrigation. Glitch, I don't understand what the other voice in my head is saying. Do you? A little lost. Tengo 3 días, señores. I don't think Taco Bell's a nation, but I don't understand what they're saying either. I'm not bilingual. I am. I'm not bilingual. I'm American. Oh, that's dumb. Plenty of water. What kind of hello thighs are... Hello thighs. I've got a couple of different ones. Custom NPCs, more player models, little things to help with the roleplay experience. We've got tinkers, we have enigmatic legacy, ability totems, and all that. Farmer's Delight, the works. Nice little fantasy setting with bits of magic here and there. As you can see from the Hardy bar up there, that one. There's kind of a threat nearby. I say kind of, but there is a threat nearby. I wouldn't have worried about it though. Not too big of a problem. We'll deal with it eventually. We're just not strong enough to pull it off right now. Give us a little bit of time. Right now I'm just trying to set up a way for us to get some reliable food. It's the spring, meaning that potatoes and carrots are about our only option until summer. But I do have a bone mealer totem, so I don't know how that changes the season or impacts seasonal growth. What the f... What the fuck is happening with my water? What is happening with... What the fuck is happening with my water? The water's acting fucking weird. Oh. I did not expect the water to be a problem today. I thought it was just going to be a simple fill out the space thing. I didn't know it wanted to have some... I didn't know it wanted to have some temporal anomalies present. Aw, thank you, Merlin. My invisible ghost friend, who is not omnipotent or omniscient, he's just invisible. Say hello to the voices, Merlin.
Hello.
There it is. Okay, fantastic. Water is set. Now we just need to get the plants up. Start with the carrots, just because carrots and gold, yada yada yada. Every time I miss, irks me. It irks me. Now we wait. But Bezkavi. Is that how you pronounce that? Bezkavi? Or am I completely misunderstanding symbols from a different language? Bezkavi. Yeah. Ah. We have Tree Chopper too. And that's nice. That's a little opportunity to cut down some trees, form a little deforestation, kill the environment with your bare hands. Just a little bit of that. Go not team trees. I love destroying the forest. Just love tearing down Mother Nature's titans. Just peeling them from the earth. Absolutely fantastic. That's a funny way to spell capitalism, glitch. Bayez Kavi? That looks more like a, that looks... Maybe, I am... No, I don't think that B thing is Spanish. I could also be wrong. I could be wrong and just very dumb and not know what I'm saying. That is equally as possible as anything else. Booby doops. No, I did not give you permission to do that. Thank you. Do I have any I tried to go through a Spanish class a very long time ago, and I got through about 4 levels of it, but it was all in a row, basically took no breaks over the course of it, and it fried my little brain. I went from understanding things to not having a grasp of it at all. Like, it just burnt the little gears in my head that tell me what things are correct, and I just couldn't handle it. Just all of that at once. Went in, stayed for a little bit, and then just fell right out the other end. Do we have any fences? Any wool? Good lord, phantoms. And it's summer! Okay, so I've planted the spring plants in the... Right then. Alright. Hey. Do not laugh at me! There may not be anything... There may not be anything other than one vowel in that statement, but I know you're laughing at me. Stop it. It's rude. Not funny. I'm not funny. Do we have any wool? Any...
Yeah.
Making up for the vowels that we're missing. What are they? What the? Oh, you're making potions. Oh, neat. I am going to be making fences because I think that a garden with a couple of fences would be an okay idea. That's the wrong direction. No, I don't play it. It's not because I don't like the concept of the game itself. It's just it has been notoriously hard to actually download and play it, at least on my end of things. Most of the people I do know who try to get GTA 5 online usually muck it up to some degree and just aren't really able to get it working. And I'm here in the middle of that, just thinking, I'm not gonna buy fucking phantoms. Okay, hold on. You're new here. These guys, they're awful. They're awful. Constant stream of them. I have incurable insomnia, so I can't just sleep it off. They are an ever-present nightmare. I hate them. I hate phantoms. God, I hate phantoms. Ugh, icky, gross creatures. Oh, awful phantoms. Ew, icky, do not like. Patooey. I don't have enough fences for this. Yeah, I'm gonna have fences for this. As long as I don't keep doing that. I love eating trees. Tasty. God, bark tastes so good. There we go. Boop. And there we... Alright, we have a way into this little part of it. Other things have a way to stay out. And just to be certain, my slow fall does not muck it up. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Pretend like that didn't happen. You didn't see anything. You didn't see a fucking thing. You did not. You didn't see anything that happened there. No, nothing happened. There was no misinput. I intended everything that happened in that moment to happen. Ja, 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 ja. Keep laughing. Keep laughing and see what happens. I can't do anything to you, but I can get, like, upset. I can get upset. If you laugh enough, you will make me cry. But you don't want to see that. You don't want to see... You don't want to see this face cry. Ah! What the fuck is that? Disgusting thing. British. There's it's Welsh. The entirety of the United Kingdom has come to cause a problem for me. Alright. Oh, I should eat. There we go. Fortune 1 and Breaking 3. Oh, you are British. My apologies. I would have made a joke sooner if I had known. Good. Not being impacted by humor is good. Just jokes at the end of the day. Just laughs, gaffes, and funny things. People who get super mad at dumb jokes, I don't quite get. Like, I'm trying to think of an example. We all have our own personal examples of when we've told, like, a super, maybe lowbrow or unimportant joke, and then, like, someone has gotten upset for the dumbest reason possible. It's hard to pinpoint. I have a feeling a lot of us understand the concept. Just I just can't think of an instance where that's happened, even though I know there has been plenty of times where it has. Me, you fucking goblin. Bap. And there we go. Humor is a strange thing. It is simultaneously subjective. Humor is subjective. But also, it's kind of objective. There are some things that you can try to make fun of, but it'll never really be funny. Right? Humor is so hard to define. Humor is just the thing that makes people laugh. But what makes people laugh? Like, if people getting upset makes me laugh sometimes, but for someone else, fucking cats doing random shit makes them laugh. I personally love TikToks that are just, you know, cute animal, and then it flash cuts to it being rendered down into food. It is so abrupt and hypothetically violent that it's hilarious to me, even though it's just normal animal, and then that same species of animal, the process of it being turned into food, with sometimes loud sound effects to make it funny. Watching a baby fall over. Watching a baby fall over can be funny, but it's not always funny. Maybe. I mean, they can be pretty funny if they are timed right and aren't, like, super overdone. Loud noises. Loud noises are also funny. Can't forget loud noises. Mother... Alright, thank you. You know what I think? You know what I think's happening? I think the fact that I am like this tall. I am this tall. I am less than 2 blocks in height. Might actually be messing with my ability to properly place water, which I didn't think would be an issue. Okay, let me get out of it first. Okay. Looking down, perfectly fine. Take a step back, try and put it in, and it's working again, so my theory is wrong, just flat out. That makes me look goofy. Yeah. Yeah, humor is weird. We want to define it as well as we can, but, you know, I think humor, trying to explain what makes something funny, makes it stop being funny. So if we understand why humor works, we're never going to laugh. We're never going to ha-ha. We need that sense of randomness, I guess. A lack of preparation makes it really hard to avoid laughing. Ah! Cringe. Cringe. You're talking about cringe. There is comedy, and then there's cringe. Cringe can be funny. Comedy can be funny. But both of them can also be bad and not funny. That makes sense. The lol random humor is cringe funny. The comedy humor with proper setup jokes, that is funny haha. That makes sense. You know, this is the first time Well, I'm glad bone meal is working now. Get me out of this godforsaken pen. Yeah. Yeah. Go. I think that people should learn to laugh at themselves sometimes. I think something important about humor is it's cathartic. It's cathartic to laugh at something tragic because, you know, tragic stuff happens every day. And if we linger too long on it, the world starts to seem a lot darker than it is. It starts to get a lot more bleak. But if we learn to laugh at some of the dark things sometimes, we start feeling a little bit better about how the world handles us. I think the term is optimistic nihilism. The idea that, oh, nothing matters, but that means you get to give purpose to it. I think it's a little silly that two things so contradictory can be tied to one another. But, you know, comedy and tragedy are really close together. Yeah, we can be called some pretty unfitting things when we learn to laugh at dark things. But I guess that's just because of social climate. Like, I'm not saying sensitivity is a problem, but I am saying that we are very much adjusted not to laugh at things that are bad, despite it being something we should try to laugh at on occasion. Maybe not immediately, that's awful, and maybe not with the people who have suffered about it, but maybe to one another from the outside view, we can treat it with a bit of comedy as to not allow it to slow us down, to bog us down, to leave us dreadful, I guess. We don't want to live in a dreadful world. It is. Right. Laugh with them, not at them. The world is a kind of big and spooky and dreadful place, but if we can learn to laugh with one another, I think that is a lot more helpful than learning to laugh at one another. It's tough. That idea is very tough to handle, mainly because people don't like making light of dark things. It's the only way we can properly handle them, to look on the bright side or to try and make fun of an exaggerated bad. But negative feelings are a lot stronger than positive ones. Positive ones are healthier, that much is certain. But negative ones are stronger. That's pretty bad. Pretty sad. Makes me pretty mad. But, you know. Alright, my potatoes are not growing very well. They are stagnant as hell. I'm getting a few of them, but it's only like one at a time, but suck. At least the wheat's fucking strong. Them boys are growing. Merlin, if you happen to find another bone mealer totem, please bring it to me. That would be... Excuse me. That would be very helpful.
Alright.
I'm just gonna chill here for a second, see if the potatoes grow. Yep. Pretty, happening every so often, but I don't think it's happening fast enough. I am going to try and see if we have any bones that we can use. Do we have any bone blocks? Like the big ones that we can crack down into bone meal?
Yeah.
Sweet. There we go. Alrighty. Tablets. Golem tablets. Noted. But that's about the only use for them. Alright. Here we go. Here's my schedule for streaming. On Mondays, we have modded Minecraft. Then there's a space day. Then on Wednesdays, we have Whiteboard Wednesdays, where me and a couple friends get together and just do some artsy stuff, be it drawing games or otherwise. Then on Fridays, we play a bit of TF2. But the days in between are used for real-world stuff, just to kind of leave that open. For friend time, for other things of importance. So I will probably not be streaming tomorrow, but I will be streaming every Monday. At least Minecraft every Monday. There is other content elsewhere. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yes. I would like to stream more often, but if I need a bit more motivation to do so. I think the big thing would be streaming for longer. For longer. If I stream for longer, that would probably supplement not streaming every day of the week. Right now it's around an hour and a half, a 2-hour basis. Most people don't have too much tolerance to sitting around for longer than that, but well, yes, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I should probably put that in the description of, yes, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time and 7:30 p.m. Western Time. I think that's like, if you do live in Britain, I think that's 3:30 British Standard Time. I usually about 40 minutes before now is when I start streaming. Ah, okay. Not sure about Canadian times, but hopefully I've got some sort of gist of it by saying what I did. You might have to find some calculator, but 10:30 Pm EST. That would be the time, and, you know. Maybe I should make a timetable. Put that somewhere. Sometimes it is 30 minutes. It is 30 minutes later than it should be, but that's just so some friends and I can get some detail stuff set up. But usually it's 10:30 Pm EST. There we go. Okay. All right, potato farm set up. So are the carrots and the wheat. Fantastic. Brilliant. Okay. And do we have enough gold to really take advantage of the golden carrot idea yet?
We have lots of gold.
Okay, I am going to apply them to some of the extra carrots that I have. Ow. Fiddle sticks. Meh. Alright, bring it. I am just not the fastest draw in the West. Yeah, oddly enough, it's not because of anything that is actually difficult. I'm wearing something called the Ring of the Seven Curses. Looks pretty gnarly. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Let me look at Farmer's Delight. No glass. Okay. So I don't think I'll be able to build a greenhouse, but what I can do to prevent things from freezing over is I might be able to set up fences inside of the water so that the waterlogged fences can keep it nice and prepped. Plus, that'll keep us from. One moment. Let me focus on getting rid of this degenerate. There we go. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some fences and put them in place. That should help. I could do wooden planks as well for it to be smoother. It's like a heater. You have to build the greenhouse. Okay. Let me see. Let me check. Stove. Bunch of crates. Straw bale. Safety net. Pantry. There is rich soils, but I'm not sure if those are associated with it. What is a tatami? Oh, just something cool. Let me look up heater. Magnum under the water. Oh! You're thinking of magma blocks. That is a good idea. I will have to go out and find some, but I'll do that after I'm done making some useful things. All the plants and such. Nice hearty stack of gold and a bunch of gold ingots for these. I would... Yeah, this should do. Bam! A stack of gold carrots. Fantastic. Okay. I kind of have to crouch in order to... Oh. And last thing. Okay, if I am to get any magma blocks, I'm going to need to head to the ocean. But for, I could also head to the Nether, but I'll go to the Nether first because I need some XP. But I really don't want to go to the Nether at the moment. It hurts. It hurts my soul being there. I die so easily. I'm too fragile. We'll gladly go to the Nether to avoid the fucking phantoms, though. Jeez. Trying to make sure my game doesn't abruptly crash for one reason or another. Okay, magma blocks. Those are usually down at the shores of lava, right? So if they are, I need to go downwards. There, I see them. Yep, okay. Pigmen on the horizon. Fucking... Ah! Okay. This weird fucking anime creature. I genuinely can't even remember what mod that is, but I dislike it so. Right. Find what randomly? Not sure what I'm finding randomly. Oh, the Hellguard's talkative. That's nice. Sorry. I'm falling into a hole. I do not like that. There we go. And where is the part of my soul that I lost? Where are you? There it is. He's here, but he's a ghost. He only ever so often speaks. I'm sure if he wants to, Merlin will address us when need be. He's just a ghost. He's a phantom. He's somewhere adventuring. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This... Alright. Well, I am bleeding. Carrots. Fucking... Uh-oh. Okay. Alright. There we go. Oh, that happens. Happens all the time. Alright. That, what the fuck are you doing here? There we go. That thing over there, that is the nether sprout. It is a problem. Real problem. Real problem indeed. But we're not strong enough to fight it just yet. So, that's what this whole thing is. Getting strong enough. Getting enough grit to handle that shit. It's real hard to get anything when I am at a very strong deficit from all damage sources. Like, everything does double damage to me. Oh, I forgot there was another me down there. Okay. Need to figure out a way to get my soul back, or I'm going to be on one less heart than I should be. Drink break. Well then, why were you trying to swim in lava?
To get home.
Oh. Right, you don't have a consequence for dying, do you? Well, the thing is...
I never die.
The thing is, I have fire resistance, so I'm not too concerned about me taking damage from the magma blocks. The concern is being able to handle the pigmen. The pigmen are a huge fucking problem. Look at this shit. Look at how many there are. Oh, what the fuck? Ow! Okay, alright.
I have obtained magma blocks.
Thank you for doing that. That doesn't work, Glitch. Because I'm wearing the Ring of the Seven Curses, they just innately attack me. All of them. Zombie pigmen, normal pigmen, pigmen that look very similar to... Nah, I was gonna make a Yo Mama joke, but I was so close to it. Oh, uh-oh. I can't actively take it off. It's something I'm stuck with. Actually, I do think I can destroy the ring or blast it off, but to do such a thing, I need to die in the nether holding a very specific item. But I can't do that until I get enough resources from the nether. Jesus Christ, there's so many of them! Okay. I'm so glad that they opt to end fight if they get hit. I can handle this. I can handle this. I have handled stuff like it before. Alright, are there any that have bows at the moment? There is one piglin that has a crossbow. I need to handle him. There we go. There are two zombies that have bows. Need to handle those by getting them to end fight. Oh! One of them is going back to fight. That's good. That's golden. Yep. There they go. Ah! That should be it. Okay. Yep. Okay. Now I can actually handle them. It's really just the ranged ones that are a problem. The normal piglins can kill me very quickly just using melee alone. but you know, the arrows apply bleed, and they're just a pain in the ass. Okay, now we just do this. And we get a bit of free XP in the process. I'd say that's a W. That's a win. Despite having died at least twice, I am coming out on top. Let's get this done quickly. I don't want to deal with a ghast. Come on, you fucking pork! Yeah! Alright then. There's more! Okay, alright. Completely forgot about these two schmucks! Go! Right, am I able to... Yes, I am. I now have flight because of the XP. I can hover, I can do this, I can zoom around. Very cool. Means that I might be able to handle piglins far easier. I am no longer constricted by the laws of gravity. There we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah! I'm unstoppable now, my ego's boosting! Fucking magma cubes, magma blocks though. That's all. That's the whole reason why we're doing this. Okay, right. Fire in my face. That's cool. Also, Merlin, I did hear that you got magma blocks, but I just need a good bit more if this project is going to do what I need it to / want it to. Okay, a solid stack. There we go. Right, yeah, I can fly now. Oh, that removes a little bit of the danger. Not entirely. Like, I'll have to get nitty and gritty if I want to make it into anything of importance, but it helps me cover terrain. Okay. Put myself out because looking at this fucking flames are annoying. And now I do this. There we go. Hello, Ritsuka. Fly hacks? No? Yes? Depends. I have the ability of flight, which costs around 30 player levels to get. So, I do have flight, and flight is automatically just like a hacks thing. It's very hard to beat flight by default. But also, I do have the Ring of the 7 Curses. So, you know, ups and downs, pros and cons. I wouldn't say that I'm too much stronger since I have the fragile body of an infant, but, you know, ups and downs, ups and downs. Thing. Like, okay, one benefit that I do have at the moment is the Heart of the Golem, which massive amount of armor points, melee resistance, knockback resistance, a vulnerability to magic damage, but pressure and pricking damage, but also double damage from any source. Everything wants to kill me if it can. Armor is less effective. Monsters take less damage, and I can't remove phantoms. I've explained this to someone else in the audience. Just, it's awful. It's awful. But that's the point of a challenge, you know. You're not supposed to like it. You're supposed to like working around it. It has been. I've died a countless number of times, but I've always gotten little bits of my soul back when I leave them. I do. Let's actually look at what I've got that's an advantage. Conduit power. We don't have a conduit. Absorption. 2 extra hearts. 5 speed. That's good. Dolphin's Grace. Water and land mobility. A little bit of strength. 4 haste. And some fire resistance. Everything else... yeah. I also have a leveling system installed, so that's cool. Though, I suppose... Mutant Blaze? What the fuck? Mutant Blaze? What does that mean? Could you...
The blaze that's mutated.
That's a thing? I guess that's the thing. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I do want to give an example. For as you're right, you can't say damn. You can't say the word damn because you're not following me. Oh, that's so sad. You can't say the word damn. I guess I can't say this or this. Oh man. Or that. You can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say that unless you follow me. But you're not following me, so you can't say that. Darn tea. Okay, so I may have flight now, but I'm gonna go prove a point by going to fight the Nether Sprout over here. I want you to see how quickly I die by its hands. Just gonna land within its radius of hostility. Hey, big guy, how's it going? Yep, there's a lot of that. Good 4 or 5 seconds standing still. And now I have 1 less heart, so I gotta go get that back. I probably shouldn't have done that, but I'm not infallible. I'm not infallible. I'm just getting a little bit better than I was. Ow. I could. I don't have any arrows on me at the moment. I probably could. It has piercing, quick charge, power, pretty strong. But I think... okay, alright, wait. I gotta deal with this real quick. Ow! Use a motherfucker! Yes, that's what I meant. Despite my 50 buffs and my Ring of the 7 curses, they aren't? Oh dear. Oh. I will have to fix that. Right, you definitely didn't follow. You definitely did not follow. I don't see I don't see you in my log. Definitely. No. You're not. You're not there. Definitely don't see you in there. No. Definitely didn't follow. Right, I'm not impervious to harm, despite my buffs. I don't know what the you can't talk thing means. Is this an inside joke? You two know each other? Come here. Just a little closer. Thank you. Reitsuka seems pretty talkative at the moment. Like, I've seen Reitsuka talking the entire time. Has your messages just not been appearing in my little follower space over here? Smile. Smile. I'm not on anyone's side. I'm not picking side. I can't pick sides. I am just a spectator to... Wait a minute. No, wait, hold on. You're the spectators. Okay, so scratch that out. I'm on the side of anyone who agrees with me. What was I doing before I went over there and got killed twice? Right, farmlands. I need magma blocks. Merlin, magma blocks. You got them? How many? I need them. I want them. Give me a magma block. 4. Good. Running. Huge smooth brain moment. Huge. Oh my god. It's like an uncooked chicken breast. Oh. You could just rub your finger all along it like velvet. Velvet brain. Oh. Oh. There we go. Oh, oh. Medium rare chicken. What kind of results did you get as a consequence of that one? I imagine nothing good. Oh, have you seen the cough syrup chicken? That little trend that was... I love the idea of cough syrup chicken. I love people doing stupid stuff. Is it just glitch? The cough syrup chicken. What they do is that they take chicken and braise it in cough syrup. If that's the right word. Is it just me or did he freeze? The what chicken? No, not him. Not the chicken. Two different fucking conversations are going on at the moment. I love that. I love that little response. Columns. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam. I need more summer stuff. Summer stuffs I need. Where the fuck you get cocoa beans? I didn't mean to... No. it was originally a TikTok parody thing, designed for the sake of, you know, being a parody, but someone got their hands on the TikTok, and by someone I mean the mainstream news outlets, and they started calling it a challenge, and then dumb children thought, oh my god, this is a challenge, I must do it. So they started taking chicken and cooking it in cough syrup, and I don't think I need to tell you that applying cough syrup to a pan and then frying it is an awful idea on the grounds of fumes alone. It's not useful for anything. It's just a hazard. That's all it is. It's hilarious. It's hilarious and awful and dumb and really funny. Glitch. Good for you, man. Good for you. I hope that you... that happens way too often for Comfort. Like, just sometimes people have to clean something up for one reason or another. Bim, bam, 1 second, you're fine. Another second, mustard gas. It is... We need to fix this before it causes a real problem in our society. Kids going around doing the mustard gas challenge. Real threat to the health of the nation. Now, Ritsuka, that's a very interesting story, but I do need to address Glitch real quick because he said something really funny. Mustard gas does give you cancer, but it also liquefies everything in your body. So I think the cancer is a little secondary to the rest of the internal nuking. Just a little bit. I mean, it's pretty bad, but also your heart's gonna be turned into like a jelly bean as a consequence. So you have to weigh which one's a bigger issue to handle. What kills you first? Suffocation, liquefaction, cancer. It's all coming from the same place, but who can hit the finish line the fastest? That's dumb. That's dumb. You guys are silly. You guys are silly and dumb. Fucking. I'm not sure if pot brownies can kill you, but if they can, maybe. One hell of a fun way to go, huh? Could you imagine zooting out so blissfully that your heart stops and you just pass? Dude, who wouldn't want to OD on pot brownies? God dang. That is. I've never had any before. I am a pure-hearted lad. I've never touched them before. But hypothetically, I would, if they were legal where I lived, which they are not, I would love to try them at least once. My biggest issue is I don't like my perception being any more inhibited than it already is. I suffer from some agoo and gung up in my brain. I got problems. Up in the cranium. So the idea of pot brownies does sound cool. And you know, being high, I would say from an outside perspective, it looks hilarious. But also, I I have personal preferences as to why I wouldn't do it. It's just don't like my perception being destroyed any more than it already has been. Granted, Brownie's doing the honors. Definitely something I would look out for. Because, you know, brownies are fucking delicious. I will not have any slander towards those pastries of mine. Although fudge is very close. Very close. You're right. We only live once. Just trying to avoid the risk of psychosis. Cornmeal cake. What is cornmeal cake? Explain to me what cornmeal cake is. Know what cornmeal is? Okay. I think what you're describing is something just literally called cornbread where I'm from. And I've had it quite a bit in the shape of cupcakes with a ton of other things as sides. Pretty good, I would say. But my only issue with it is I am very much a texture person. I am very much a texture person. And I have a massive vulnerability to graininess and mushiness. So I'm not I like the taste of corn cake, but I don't like the texture. I've just always had a grudge against corn. Corn. Jack Daniels and Fruit Loops. That's the most American thing I've ever heard. You are now a citizen of the United States. I'm pretty sure whoever invented the sausage is an honorary American. No. The most American thing there is obesity. Like, you've seen plenty of fat people around the world, but you'll never see more fat people than the amount of people that are in America. Like, every person in America is obese compared to the rest of the world, unless you're homeless or anemic. And yeah. God damn it. Hold on. Excuse me, what the fuck? Oh no. Oh no. Merlin, you were the one who planted the dirt stuff, right?
Yeah.
The slime?
Yeah.
So in doing that, it's made it nearly impossible to garden near it, because it converts base dirt into slime. Grass. Glitch, why are you banned in the United States? What? I'm learning a lot about Glitch today. First it was the pipe bomb thing, and now banned in the USA. What could you possibly mean by that? He probably killed a gun, shot it in cold blood. You know what they say? Guns don't kill, people do. People also kill guns, apparently. Okay, I figured out the farming situation over by the slime stuff. It was a little. I murdered a man, sent him to the shadow realm, taught him the ways of the grave. I was banished from those lands long ago. Gah. What the fuck? You can just plant this on dirt? I wouldn't have gone through this stinky process if I had known that. Okay. Alright. Very nice. Already coming along super well. Yeah, look at that! Look at that! Automatic growing. I am in love. That is an interesting recount glitch. I am almost certain I've never heard anyone quite say it. Say it. We're waiting for you to say it. Say JK. Say it. He's not saying JK. He's not saying JK. What does that mean? No, that can't be the truth. That's not how the world works. Were you never caught? 14 dirt bikes and never caught? 3 churches and never caught? On God? Right, Zuka, I'm pretty sure, like, Glitch doesn't, like, see 50% of what you've actually said. with responses with, like, no, him, not the chicken, and waiting for, I'm pretty sure there's a massive lack of information somewhere along the road, and it's really funny. Okay. Go inside. Massive amount of food. Just gonna find some more. Google it as long as you want. They get caught until I moved to Canada. Got off scot-free for the most part. Is that really how it works? I don't think international law allows you to get away with that sort of thing. You know what they say, when in America, perform arson. I mean, I'm an American. I haven't committed an act of arson yet. I've heard positive things about it, but I've never committed an act of arson personally. You know, the idea of setting something alight with fire, you know, it's just one day I'm gonna head into a Walmart and then something evil, just an actual demon will possess me and compel me to commit an act of arson. Walmart does that to a motherfucker. That's what happens. What the fuck kind of statement is that? Who's out sausage, out of back pocket, hits person, and Walmart runs away? What? Was that English? Was that like did the universe's spaghetti code just wire that statement wrong? I think there's a glitch in the Matrix. I don't think that was a dialogue option that was meant to be said. That was like something pushed back in development. Let's start at the beginning. Who's out sausage? Whose sausage is out? Is that out of back pocket? So someone's sausage is coming out of their back pocket. hits person in Walmart and then runs away. You'll have to forgive me, but I've never seen such an esoteric statement before. It's astonishing. More magma blocks for the placing things and stuff. Got to get that hole heated up, the water nice and warm year-round, like a little spring dedicated to the plants. Excuse me. Burp. Dog runs away. Yeah, you're gonna need a few drinks for this. Apparently. I'm gonna need a few drinks for this. Fuck. That explains it. He's drunk. Alright. That makes a whole lot more sense. Let me actually count how many blocks this is. Like, lengthwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. You were close. It's 34, not 38. In which case, I have to figure out the radius of each of these. Seems to shade out to around here. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, if it's 34, I should probably divide it. Oh, I can't divide that in fourths. I can divide it in half, which 34 divided in half would be 17. And then 17 divided in half, that would be 9-ish. 9-ish. But there's probably other ways I could divide a 34. Oh boy. I will think about that math in a second. Actually, if I add another block onto the ends of it, it should be enough for 35, and then I can divide it into 7s. And that would be easy. Uh-oh. Listen, I don't want America to have guns in comparison to anyone else. I think guns are bad. I think we should go back to swords and crossbows. Use swords and crossbows to defend yourself. Outlaw guns, stop manufacturing them. I want to see artillery strikes and swordsmen. I think that would be cool. Settle things the old-fashioned way of dueling. I like medieval aesthetics, okay? And I think that guns are dangerous. Bad. Oh boy. God damn it! Another fucking... Another phantom. There we go. Okay, phantoms are dealt with. Finally. Friggin' finally. Okay. Oh boy. There we go. Did not mean to do that one. 9/11 it? That's a bit harsh, do you think? No! Fucking... Oh, curse my shortness! You really are just super drunk at the moment, huh? And there we go. How do I know that you're not? You have every characteristic of what a drunk person would have. Now, I'm not someone who should be assuming anything about anyone, but that seems like something a drunk person would do. Have every characteristic of a drunk person. More fence. More fence. Oh, how are the animals coming along? Oh, look at the little fellas. Oh, look at these friends. Friendos of all sorts. How's it going? Chickens and cows? Seeming rather friendly with one another. Oh, you've made another. Cool. Let them figure out what they're doing. I win what game? What game did I win? What sort of prize do I get? Do I get a prize? Oh, I love prizes and surprises. Ooh, fun. Damn. Did I fucking... Yeah, I fucked it up. Okay. What game were you playing? I'm playing Minecraft. What sort of game were you playing? dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Ah, that sucks, don't it? That sucks. Okay. I can just do this. Yeah. Well, if you do think of a game, we can consider it. We can consider it and maybe give it a shot. You know. Wow. Jumanji. Jumanji, what a pick. You know, I wouldn't mind being thrown into a Jumanji, maybe for a little bit. Jumanji sounds like fun as long as it's not forever, which that's kind of the point of Jumanji, so never mind. There we go. And I just gotta carve a little bit out here. Just gotta make a bit of extra space. There it is. Oh, I love it. I love it so. Turtles are nature's little guys. They are little tanks. They are little fortified dudes. Toughens even. They're slow and steady and durable. Slap a gun on it and it's good to go. That's the wheels jobs? I thought wheels are fast, not tough. Well, some wheels can be tough. Yeah. Oh, whales. Whales are... Oddly enough, whales are surprisingly... They're very social creatures. I could see a whale being a paladin of sorts. They're very talkative. They're good with songs, but importantly, they're exceptionally friendly. So maybe a tanky bard, if we are to treat it as that sort of thing. Yes, they can. They talk so loud that when they sing, it can actually kill you if you're not careful. Getting too close to the sound of a whale singing, very, very harmful. It's not like they intended. It's just they got big old songs. They got a lot to sing. There we go. Why don't fish have ears? Because they feel the waves. Sound waves, ocean waves, they feel it. It's a touch thing. Also, they got little tubes on the side of their heads that kind of work like ears, I think. Not too sure about that one. Oh no, I'm dying of hunger. Nom 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 nom. Eh. They are out of it. Well, I think a nice hearty bit of progress has been made during the stream, don't you, Merlin? What have you been up to?
Things.
Stuff and things?
Stuff and things.
Stuff and things. Well, I hope that our animals prosper, and I hope that our garden prospers as well. If we can get it all set up, we can start producing food of our own accord. Who knows? Maybe Vittore Vasalir will accept some of the ingredients that we have to offer. But for now, yes, eggs. Eggs, milk, tomatoes, other sorts of things. All good. But for now, evening closes in, our time begins to wind down, and I feel now more than ever is a good time to wrap up the stream. To the audience that appeared, I hope you have a wonderful evening. Good night. We'll see you later.